Remember that as a driver, ultimately you are responsible for the safety of your load. Ensuring that it is loaded correctly and checking that it's secure before you set off on your journey could prevent serious accidents. So firstly, when entering the forest, make sure that the loading site is safe, level where appropriate, and the adequate signage is in place. When setting up the lorry for loading, consider the use of hazard lights or warning flashing beacons and leave them on whilst conducting the loading operation. Check for any hazards and ensure you know where roadside ditches are. Set up the crane jack legs on stable ground and consider the use of load spreaders or mats underneath the leg feet where required. Always take care and use 3 points of contact whenever climbing up or down the hydraulic crane. This could be to either access a top seat or a cab. Carefully set up the bolster or bunk arrangement on the truck trailer so that it is suitable for the log lengths that you are loading. Never set up to transverse load, i.e. timbers across the trailer, and give consideration to making the load easy to discharge at your end destination. Interlocking bays or bridging cargoes should be avoided where possible, but if this is unavoidable, all these bays should be adequately strapped. Always ensure that the crane you are working has been regularly inspected and has adequate LOLER certification. Ensure you have received training and are familiar with all the loader controls and understand the safe working load of the crane that you are operating. Always operate the crane as smoothly as possible, lifting timber from one end of the stack wherever possible. Always try and leave a timber stack in a stable and neat condition for the next driver. Do not load the truck or trailer to a height that could make either the vehicle or the load become unstable. Remain vigilant at all times for other moving forest machinery and site vehicles, and importantly, members of the public who could take access to the site. If it looks like someone is going to enter your operational risk zone either on foot or possibly on a mountain bike, always stop work, maintain eye contact where possible, and indicate that it is safe to pass through hand signals. Once loading is completed, where possible, the crane should be stored in a valley or trough created in the top of the round root load to settle the crane into. Once down from the crane, again using 3 points of contact, take a walk around the vehicle and check the timber bays for any debris or loose branches that could be hanging out and could potentially cause a problem once on the highway. Always check your load straps and tensioners before use, and make sure that your straps are legibly marked and labelled. Check the straps for any tears, cuts, nicks or breaks in the load-bearing fibres. Always replace straps that are substandard. Where possible, straps should be fixed to a vehicle in a manner that prevents them from sliding under severe braking. Otherwise, they should always be securely attached to the trailer chassis. Where you used any lashing points, they should be of adequate strength and be suitable and convenient for attaching the end of ratchet straps. When walking down the side of the trailer to throw straps over the load, always watch out for hazards either sticking out of the load or underfoot. This could be difficult ground conditions or adjacent roadside drains. This can be a particular hazard in dark and winter conditions, so always try to use a head torch. All loads of roundwood timber that are longer than 3.3 metres should be secured with at least 2 correctly rated and adequately tensioned straps. For timber shorter than 3.3 metres, 1 strap will suffice, but 2 straps should be on any bay nearest the cab or front of a trailer if no headboard is in place. For advice on strapping for each type of truck configuration, see the following diagrams. These are also available as FISA stickers to mount on cranes or truck cabs. Any logs or loads that end up with a rear projection over the back of a trailer should be marked to make them clearly visible to other road users. Once on the move from the forest and before taking access to a public road, you should stop and check the load. Retension the load straps if necessary. Moving forward, advances in technology such as X-State auto-tensioning systems will remove the need to do this and will automatically tension the straps as the vehicle is moving to maintain a constant force. Before heading out onto the highway, drivers should be provided with a means to check the height of the loaded vehicle to ensure that they will pass under any bridge or obstruction that might be met on the route. The maximum vehicle height must be clearly displayed in the cab of a vehicle. Finally, clean down the loading area after your operations have been completed. Don't leave any rubbish on the worksite. Where possible, avoid carrying mud or debris from a forest out on a public road.